There is no shame in starting all over again. Sometimes we just need to hit the reset button in our lives to just have a fresh perspective and just as a way of getting back on track on a specific journey. And this takes a lot of courage. So if you're doing this, be proud of yourself. You may also find yourself in the fact that, well, I'm not really starting over, but I'm just stuck and I need to have a clear vision and a planned path on where to continue. And this is also a reset. My goal for this reset practice is to recharge, to find balance, and to recommit. Lately, I find myself overstimulated and just running to get a lot of things done, and not having the time to just sit and plan and take things slow. Since October began, I have been taking it slow, taking advantage of what autumn brings us. I wanted to feel more present, and you may have noticed it in the fact that I have been posting a lot less. I just need some time, and now I am ready to be fully back. So I wanted to share this video, as every year, on how to reset your life to achieve exactly what you want. In my case, hopefully, is slow living in a city and living in sync with my menstrual cycle. However, before reaching our goal and before achieving our life reset, let's just go back to the beginning and start by little steps. It's currently 9:30 and I was on my desk planning every single practice that I wanted to do for my life reset, and the mess in my house is just messing with my head to a level where I cannot focus. Jorge and I have been extremely busy this past week, so honestly that's one of the reasons why the house is a complete mess. And also we have had several dogs because I do dog sitting, so obviously you can notice. I don't know if you can relate, but I am a person that feels everything very deeply, and a messy environment gives me a lot of anxiety, even to like relax on the sofa, like I can't. So I'm going to do that now. I was going to wait until, do it tomorrow and like do my full life reset, doing every single practice, but I was just there and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna start now. So let's go. We're doing it. Also, a little wine. Maybe you're asking yourself, what is the point of doing a life reset? Or maybe you're asking yourself, how does a life reset help with my health? Well, when you don't do a life reset, you increase the chance of accumulating a lot of things in your mind, whether those things are appointments, goals, feelings, thoughts, and all of this can lead to an overwhelming state. It can lead to a state of increased stress and anxiety. And when this state is left to get uncontrolled, it can lead to so many diseases, not just cancer, which is what I focus on. And also, when this happens, this doesn't help you to get the things that you want in your life done. How many times have you told yourself, okay, this Monday for sure I will start with my healthy habits, or this specific goal that I have chosen to improve my life, and then Monday arrives and you don't feel like it, you procrastinate and you say, okay, next Monday. How many times? Ask yourself that question. How many times have you set yourself a specific goal or a project to improve your life, or just to work on the life that you want, and it hasn't happened? Well, this is why a life reset can be so helpful. Good morning. It's 8:45 right now. I have been awake for quite a few hours. And I'm here in the bathroom talking to you because Jorge is still sleeping and I don't want to wake him up. But I was so happy to wake up to a clean house. I cannot highlight how important home environment is, honestly, and we will dive in that in today's video. I'm going to make some coffee and we're going to, I was gonna say start, but it's really continue our life reset because home is a big part of it. So yeah. Before starting with today's practices, my first advice is to turn off notifications. This is a time for yourself, so get yourself in a very calm state. You can, for instance, have a bath or practice some yoga or some meditation, some breath work. Depends on when you're doing this, what you feel like, but really make sure that you are in a calm state, because doing a brain dump and the other practices that we are going to do is about digging in deep in ourselves, and this can be really tiring and really stressful. So please just take the time to make sure that you're in a calm state. The first exercise is to do a brain dump, and this is basically putting all your ideas in one place. It's a way of decluttering your mind. We have already lived 10 months of 2023. Depending on the time when you watch this video, maybe even more. By this time, we have gone through so much and we have a lot in our minds. So what I suggest for this is take a paper, maybe use your laptop, your tablet, whatever it is that you find comfortable, and whatever it is that works for you, and try to write absolutely everything down, even what you think it's nonsense. And the goal for this is to, once you have written everything down, put it into the different categories of your life. Yes, I have everything separated into categories. So the first time that I ever did a brain dump, I just put everything down in one piece of paper, and then I managed to identify the different categories that I have in my life. By now, I'm so used to it that I really know, so it comes out automatically. So it's my PhD, it's my business, it's my health. And I even try to go in deeper, like what goes to the apartment, what goes to the administrative part of my life, like finances, paying bills, and so on. The goal of this is to have a clear vision of what's happening, and not only in terms of tasks or doctor appointments or when to pay the bills, but also what is going on with you. So every single thought, every single feeling, put it. Even if you think it's nonsense, again, I insist, if you're feeling, I don't know, a fear of being fired, write it down. If you feel like you want to get yourself a new planner, write it down. After writing everything down in a piece of paper, I go to my Notion template where I've got every single category of my life with every single thought, feeling, task, appointment, to-dos in there. And I compare what I have now with what I wrote down last year. And I try to put everything together and just manage everything. After doing a brain dump, and take as much time as you need, the next exercise is to do an evaluation of that brain dump. We're going to reread absolutely every single thing that we have written down. And we're going to ask ourselves questions. For each thought, each task, each feeling, each appointment, each goal, we're going to ask ourselves, do we resonate with it? Is it out of our control? Is there anything we can do about it? The reason why it's important to ask these things, why they're in our mind and where they're coming from, is because sometimes we carry a specific goal for way too long, or a specific feeling for way too long. And for example, if we take the case of carrying a specific goal for way too long, we carry it without even achieving it. So why did we decide to do that goal in the first place? Does this goal resonate with us? Is it maybe that we have changed because we're human beings, we're in constant growth and we can change? Maybe we don't resonate with that goal because we have changed. Or is it maybe that we do want that goal, but it's just that we didn't manage to find the time to do it? By doing this, we can really help ourselves into deciding what to let go of, what we no longer want, and what things make us happy and we want to make happen in our lives. I needed to make a break from that activity because it's very, very intense. I don't know if you're following the steps as you watch the video or just watching the video all at once and then you will do it on your own, but it is very intense, so I never advise you to do everything like out of a sudden. Just take your time and make breaks, as many as you need. And also that practice of brain dump, you don't have to do it in one single day. You can just start one day and then maybe another day when you have like more thoughts or more tasks popping into your head, you can write them down. But I took advantage of needing a break to catch up with one of my best friends, and also to do something that I'm always procrastinating, which is going to the post office to return a package and pick one. And I want to show you this. A practice that I picked up from Lavender and I absolutely love. But a practice that I picked from her is to give a theme to the new year. And this will help you pick your goals and know exactly what to focus on. So for you to understand, in 2022, the theme for my year was truthful. And this was because I needed to set boundaries and I needed to stay true to myself and to my values. And the theme for 2023 was growth. I needed to focus on myself, on building my confidence, on self-improving and self-development. And I was very happy because I found this calendar on Instagram. She named her calendar what I was focusing on, and I thought it would be so great to buy it. And then this year she made a calendar for 2024, and I really wanted to see the name that she gave it, which is Bloom. And that is exactly how I feel. My goals from 2023 to 2024 haven't really changed. I'm really on the same path. I just need to find how to do it better and how to improve. So I really wanted to get this calendar for myself and, something that was represented my theme for this year. If you want to think of the theme for yourself, maybe you can think the person that you would like to be in 2024. And also, it can also help to reflect on 2023. How would you sum up 2023? What are your highlights? What did you learn? What could you improve? And another thing that also helps is to create a vision board. I use the app Milanote for that. In this case, I haven't changed my vision board because those are still the same things that I want to accomplish. So this is my vision board. I have different pictures representing the goals that I want and some sentences. So yeah, I really wanted to share this with you because I think that this is really helpful at the time of like getting a clear vision and guidance into the things that we want in our life. I have to say, I am quite drained from the exercise of the brain dump and like the evaluation and like the life reflection. All of that practices take a lot of energy from me, just because it's a practice that you dig in really, really deep. And sometimes I just need to like get out of the table, get out of the chair and move on to something else. Normally when you do like the brain dump, you do your evaluation and you see all of the things that you had in your mind, like tasks, appointments, all those kind of things. The best thing to do next is to just start doing them. And I always advise to start by the thing that you have been procrastinating the most, and also that are in the category of the most simple task and like easy and quick. So I'm going to give you an example. Can you see that? I don't know what that is. I mean, I don't know why that has happened. It's because of humidity, but I don't know if like it's one-time thing or there's a problem in the house. I noticed because our towels were lasting wet for a very long time, not drying, and I touched the wall and it was completely wet. Now it's okay, it's not wet, but I can feel it weird. So I talked with a friend of mine and she said if you mix vinegar, the one that is used for cleaning, and water, you may be able to clean that and get rid of it, because look at that. So I'm gonna do that. So I've got this right here. I'm going to fill it up with water, and I'm going to add a little bit of this. Okay. The next practice that I really love doing, and I really advise you to do it, is to declutter. Especially if you are highly sensitive like I am. We feel things much deeper than others, and our surroundings can really affect us. So look at your environment and take away what doesn't bring you calmness. If you have a lot to declutter, maybe you can pick several days or several weeks to perform each declutter. Maybe you can do a full home declutter, and this can take a really long time. But in order for you to know exactly where to start, what you can try is going into each room of your home, sit there for a while and see how that room makes you feel. And you can plan which days or which weeks you will declutter each room or what needs changing. This is your home. So you needed to make it really your home, a place to relax, a place to feel comfortable, a place to feel at peace and safe. I work on my home throughout the entire year. I don't know if you know this, but throughout the year I've got like different life resets that I perform, so that at this point it's not like a massive reset that I have to do. And I always focus on making my home better and to my needs and my partner's. Something that I have been procrastinating is decluttering my closet and reorganizing the inside of some of our cupboards. I really take out all of my closet. Every year I do this, and I go one by one, really evaluating which clothing piece I want to keep and which one I haven't been wearing in a very long time, and that just goes either to sell on Vinted, which I will leave in the description box, or which one goes to donate. I don't see as much the inside of the cupboard. I didn't think it was as important as other things from organizing my home, but when I found myself stressing out whenever I open a specific cupboard and trying to reach something and I am not able because it's a mess inside, I really stress, and this is when I realized, okay, this really needs declutter and organization. Another thing that I think it's really important to declutter is our digital devices. Having a messy phone, tablet, laptop really doesn't help with our mental health. It doesn't help with us being more productive or more efficient. So I really do advise you take time to do this. Good morning. I'm just finishing getting ready. I am going to have breakfast with a friend. If you hear that noise, it's the washing machine, and I'm hiding in the bathroom because Jorge is asleep and I don't want to wake him up. He has been very busy lately and working like crazy, so I think he really needs to rest and sleep. But yeah, this is just a moment here to let you know that meeting with your friends in between could help you to have, like, of course, catch up with them and be there for them, but also, you know, when you have like a problem and you're very stuck and you don't see a clear solution, friends can give you perspectives and, you know, solutions that are right in front of you and that you don't see. So it's always good. Look how quickly it's getting dark now. After arriving home from breakfast with my friend, I had to finish a few things and like reflecting and choosing the right goals for 2024. I really wasn't going to record that because you have already seen that. I also had to finish some laundry and some cleaning in the house, which you have also seen, so I didn't see the point also in recording that. And it's so dark already, I cannot believe that. The next step is really just setting a plan for everything that you want to do. Once you have a clear vision, the next step is setting a planning system. And there's not much that I can tell you here because you need to find a planning system that is going to work for you. So in my case, I've got a hybrid planning system. I've got my Notion, then I have this planner over here, and here is mainly my tasks, daily tasks, weekly plan, daily plan, and it's for my personal life and my business. Then I have another planner, but it's in the office, which is only for PhD. I really like to have things separate because if not, I get overwhelmed. And then I have the app called Structured, and I use it for planning my day, task by task, at what time everything is happening, and I have it synced with my calendar so that meetings, events or important things can pop up there. At the time of revising your goals, it is important to identify which ones you have achieved, which ones you didn't achieve, and ask yourself why to both of them, to try and see which ones you want to continue and which ones to let go of. You may have this pressure of your surroundings, of the necessity of having new goals or New Year's resolutions every single year. And I just want to take a moment here to say that if you have them, great. But if not, this is also okay. As you already saw in this video, I don't have any new goals. And there's nothing wrong with it, because a lot just takes more than a year to progress and to achieve. When we set the system for accomplishing our goals, it is really important to remember that we shouldn't try to achieve a lot of goals at the same time, because this will increase the chances of not achieving them. So I would suggest choose one, work on that one, and when that one is achieved, then move on to the next one. In order for you to set your planning system, maybe you can review what planning apps you already use and make sure that you put everything in order. Sometimes we tend to think that we need a new app or a new planning system because the ones that we already have is not working, when in reality it's not that it's not working, it's just that we're not using it correctly and it's badly organized. So maybe you can try and organize first the planning system that you have before trying to get a new one. Another thing that I do, and this takes a lot of time, I'm not going to say much about it because I'm not an expert and I'm still learning, is to track my finances. How I do this? Honestly, I look for a lot of YouTube videos of other people that really know how to do it because I'm trying to heal my relationship with money. So I have in Notion a template that I'm able to track absolutely every single income and every expense, but I also like to do it like this. You become really aware of all your expenses, because I feel like today with a card you don't really realize how much money you can spend on a day, and it's really helping me to be more conscious and to save more, or at least to not just spend money like crazy, be more mindful and decide really in which things I want to spend my money or invest. Okay, and for the final part of the video, if you have been following me for a while, you know what this is, and this is to pick your book for the year. And this is not just like a random book, which honestly you can do. If you want to, there is a specific novel that you really want to read, honestly just go ahead. But what I mean with picking a book for the new year is maybe think of a problem that you have been having for a very long time, and it's also a problem that you're not going to find a solution anytime soon. It's not like something that you can just talk with whoever and say like, oh, this is a solution for this problem that you have been having. Think of a situation in your life that you're really struggling with, and then pick a book that you think can help you with that. So for this year, in my case, I have several books. I don't know if I will be able to manage to read all of them, but it's really urgent that I read them. So you will see in the next video, if you watch it, that I'm struggling a lot with my menstrual health. I have been diagnosed with with chronic premenstrual syndrome. I already knew that I had PMS, but I didn't know that it was that severe. I was scared that it was endometriosis, but in any case, I don't want to like enter very deep into this discussion because you will see in the next video if you watch it. So I have chosen books to read, and it's for my health. I don't know if I will need more than a year to read this, because obviously I'm doing my PhD and trying to grow a business at the same time, but I will try. So two of them are about fasting, and specifically fasting for women. And the reason for this is because apparently I have been doing fasting wrong. I was seeing how men fast, and my gynecologist told me that that is not the way for women. Then I've got this one right here, which is Period Repair Manual by Lara Briden. I started to read this years ago. When was it? I don't remember. And I stopped like writing, I don't know, first like this, and then I really need to continue. Then I just like struggled with life and gave up. And this one, which I never started, I wanted to start 1 year also, but never got, is Taking Charge of Your Fertility. So yeah, these are my books for the year. I normally advise only to pick one or two so that you make it realistic as possible. But this is like urgent, like I have a health problem, so I need to solve it. So yeah, anyway, this is the video. This is Reset Your Life. I really hope that you liked it. I really hope that it got inspired, or at least where to start. And yeah, if you have any questions, if you have any experiences that you would like feel free to share. Also, we have a community space and Discord. I will leave the link down below. There we can chat with each other and progress on our life reset. So yeah, going to say goodbye, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.